56. We are 24 hours removed off of Clash of Champions. There's a lot of new things today. We have a new BT episodes. Go check that out, guys. We have Monday Night Raw later on in about
2
2
hours.
hours, 3 hours if you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the other time zones. Central Time, you guys know.
Yeah, Central
Eastern
and
Time,
Pacific.
Western Time, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
we also have a new episode of Top Floyd. This is episode 56, guys.
Yep. Episode 56. And guys, what a pay per view. You know, it's a decent pay per view. But before we get into our card and everything, let's introduce ourselves.
I'm in before.
I'm Young Smooth, and this is our Class of Champions 2019 review. All right, so let's see where should we start at, Enigma. Hope that everybody enjoyed the pay per view. What you rate this pay per view, Enigma?
6.9 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it a 6 out of 10 as well. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was in the middle, like decent. It was a decent pay per view.
Like some matches, I feel like there was something missing. I just don't know what it was.
Yeah, the match of the night to me was like probably Seth Rollins and Braun, or Becky and Sasha Banks.
For me, I'd have to say match of the night was. Did I have a match of the night? I don't think so. I did. I don't think I did.
All right, but let's get into the card. We started with the pre-show, the cruiserweight triple threat match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. We had Drew Gulak, Humberto Carlito, Lindsay Dorado as well. What was your thoughts on this match? I didn't see pre-show, guys. By the way, Young Smooth.
Wasn't impressed though. The Carrillo, how you say his name? Alberto
Hmm.
Carrillo, still not impressed. Match number 4 I've seen of him,
Yeah,
not impressed. Like in the finisher, botched, missed.
yeah.
Lindsay Dorado, it feels weird looking at you. Singles, go back to Viva Pinata, my guy. And Drew Gulak just needs honestly better competition. If anything, you should have kept Tony Nese's face. And I believe if you stretched it out good enough, you could have had a good feud between Tony Nese and Drew Gulak.
Mm.
But congrats on Drew Gulak retaining. The other thing is, I don't watch Show 5 Live, but I do know that Kushida is now there.
Yeah.
And Drew Gulak's a submission specialist. Kushida's a submission specialist. Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Former Best of Super Juniors winner.
Yeah.
I think the next challenger should be Kushida.
I agree. You know, Kushida is right in the line to me. After the triple threat match is over now, I didn't see it, but I heard it was a pretty like not good. People are saying it's not like usual, but I heard it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad, but I agree. I want to see Drew Gulak and Kushida face each other. Two submission specialists. It would be great in my opinion. And plus, Drew Gulak is on a roll right now, so why not, right?
I honestly believe only Kushida will give him like a run for his money. And maybe Kalisto. I'm still waiting to see that Kalisto that's a former United States champion.
Yeah, the Kalisto that I gave was good matches with Alberto.
And a little bit right back.
A little bit, yeah, and right back too. He did give good matches right back. So I believe Kalisto could be the other one, but as of right now, we really have nobody. But Drew Gulak is doing good right now.
And not gonna lie, even though he's champion, he's still not up there on my list of this is the greatest cruiserweight champion.
No,
Record
no, yeah,
still
it's
holds
too
to
early.
Buddy Murphy and Neville.
Yeah,
Anyways, congrats on him retaining his title.
yeah. Next match, for some reason, it was on pre-show. I don't understand why. The AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander for the United States Championship. What's your thoughts?
Cedric did a lot better than I hoped. I honestly believe this was better than the Ricochet match.
Oh yeah. I went back to see this match. It was a pretty solid match for 5 minutes.
But it wasn't back and forth. Freaking
Yeah.
AJ dominated. Also, I'm loving that he used the Styles Clash a lot more here.
I feel like the phenomenal forearm is more like a face finisher. I think he should
The
stay with the
thing
Styles
is,
Clash as the main.
the thing that's like feels weird to me because I've been watching AJ since 2009 is I've seen the phenomenal form. I've seen him do it as a SIG. I've seen him do it just out of nowhere. So it feels weird that they made him do it as a finisher.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Like we're all just so used to. Hell, I'm perfectly fine with watching the spiral tap be the finisher. A Styles Clash and a spiral tap, I'm fine with that.
Hmm.
But AJ's not 26 anymore.
Yeah, AJ's getting up there in age, but it was a pretty good match, and I do like how they buried in Cedric Alexander. I said this last video. There'll be. It seems like they're gonna push him pretty soon. So they're going slow with him. Not yet. They're just not gonna just throw him into the championship picture right now in terms of like winning the title. But I could very much see like Cedric Alexander being someone who's gonna get a huge push in the mid card division.
But I got one problem though.
What?
After the match, the OCs come out and they beat up Cedric for what felt like 3 minutes at best. And it just feels weird that the babyface gets his ass kicked and no one's coming out.
Yeah, if they heal, the
Like
whole roster probably will come out,
yeah,
right?
like when Braun and Seth were beating up the OCs, not Seth, freaking Dolph and Robert Roode come out and they're just beating the daylights out of Braun and Seth. Freaking Cedric gets his ass kicked. No one. If anything, I think Mustafa Ali should have came out.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. Right now there's no like draft yet or anything. You know, so right now Mustafa could appear on Raw at least for the next few weeks.
Honestly, I think they should really form a team.
I would love to see it. Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. Two good um competitors that were on 205 Live that faced each other great times. But now it's like
The heart and soul of
going into the tag
205
team division
Live.
together. Yeah, I would love it. I think I would love it. But I do like what this does for AJ Styles. How about you?
What does it do for AJ Styles?
Keeps him in the OC with at least something, at least with the title. Because the OCs right now, let's be honest, they're jobbers outside of AJ, and it just makes
Yeah,
them
because
pretty good.
yeah, because it's like okay, you guys won tag titles for like 2 weeks, and that's it.
Exactly. That's it for this match.
Yeah.
Hey, want to touch on something else, like a little bit more.
Nah, there's nothing else. There's freaking. We need baby
Yeah, it's
faces
only
to stay
5
with
minutes.
baby faces.
Yeah. So that was pre-show, and now we're gonna get into the main card. The show started off with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler taking on Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins for the tag team champions. What are
I
your thoughts
hated
on
this
this?
idea. I
How
hated
come?
this idea. I hated it because you guys are hyping up Seth versus Braun, and Braun and Seth are teaming up. You guys are hyping this up. You want to up the ante a little bit? You want to raise the stakes? Have it
Mhm.
so before they face each other, they're partners.
Yeah.
If you want, you could have made it an 11-minute match between that team and Dolph and Rude. If anything, you could have done that, and then you go on to have a 30-minute match against each other.
Here's the thing: they can't really like do anything too crazy because this was like a last minute team. Yeah.
No, it's not about like the teams in placing. It's just time management. You want to, in all honesty, I think the tag match got overshadowed by the fact that the tag champs at the time were opponents.
Yeah. And that's probably what WWE wanted to say for last because we're gonna go into the main event now with them having issues, and we kept seeing them with
It,
interviews throughout the night, like talk about each other, like how is it my fault, this and that.
no, like just imagine this. Like same thing that happened last night. Braun pushes Robert into Seth, cost him the tag titles. Next thing
Yeah.
you know, when Seth gets up, there's a ref still standing there, and then there's like, now this match is scheduled for the Universal title. They're both being down. They just finished a tag match.
I mean, you're
No
right.
breaks for either man.
It could have more like heat to it.
Yeah, like I think that would have been more fire to the fuel.
Like, hey, you just cost us the tag team champions, brother. And then out of nowhere, you just start punching each other, right? Break it up a little bit, then the bell rings, and they go at it.
Like
I
first
like the
bell,
pitch.
new tag team champions, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Second bell, everyone's like, wait, what the hell? Now this match is scheduled for the Universal Championship. Also, while we're
Exactly.
on the Universal Championship, no one wants to point this out, but Mr. Robert Roode pinned the Universal Champion.
Yeah. Robert Roode
Yeah,
did pin the Universal title.
he
I
did.
believe that puts him at least in the picture, at least to get in a match with AJ Styles. I mean, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I think his name should be in the talk here.
Yeah. Because you remember, Braun Strowman, all he did was look at the title. He got a title shot. I think if you pin the title, you deserve a shot.
You can put in the champion,
Yeah, you pin the champion, you deserve a shot.
whether it's tag match, whether it's fatal four way, doesn't matter. You pin the
It don't
champion.
matter to me. Yep. But overall, I'm glad that Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode got the victory. We get to see Robert Roode more on TV. We get to see Dolph Ziggler finally winning something after being a loser for the last like 7, 6 months.
Honestly, Robert Roode, he's a pretty good specialist.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's known for the tag team division, so why not put him right?
Yeah, and I don't think. I think a lot of people when Dolph won the tag titles the first time with Drew, a lot of people were just focused on Drew.
Hmm.
So now that it's like, okay, you guys are equal footing, this can actually be a team.
Yeah.
Now I think we can finally have something interesting about the tag division. Unless we're gonna see the War Raiders versus local talent once again.
No, the War Raiders are now face, so I feel like they're finally going to be utilized. As last week we saw them in the main event, so I can see the War Raiders playing right into the picture right now. Probably not winning it right away though.
Yeah, if anything, I believe they'll probably have a contenders match against the OCs out of every team.
Yeah, and then beat some other teams to earn the opportunity. Hold on. All right, sorry. But other than that, I didn't complain. This match was pretty decent up until the final match that ended. I mean, not the final
Yeah,
match,
I was okay with
final
the
moments.
pacing, but the ending felt forced.
Yeah, too predictable. I said in the last video, there's gonna be some chemistry issues, and that's what happened. Throughout the night, we kept seeing like them teasing like the tag every time they tag, right?
Yeah,
So I'm like, yeah, it was predictable. I was like, something has to happen, something has to go wrong to cost them the titles because I can't see them walking out of the match as tag team champions still.
yeah. That's why I prefer tag titles be before the Universal.
Yeah, I agree. But it's a pretty good match. What it was, and I'm happy Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are new tag team champions. So let's see what they can do, right?
Robert Roode now a two-time Raw Tag Team Champion. So is Dolph.
Yep. But you want to get to the next match or not?
Yeah, next match.
All right, next match. We have Bailey versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Your thoughts?
Oh shit! Did not like this match at all.
Yeah, me either. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did not enjoy
Bailey
this match.
Bailey needs to do a better job as a heel. I think the only thing funny she did was like pin Charlotte and then ran as fast as she could out the ring in the backstage, fast interview, and all that stuff. Like that, I think that was the only good thing about this. Was that
Yeah,
was kind of funny.
yeah, but it's like Bailey is not even a heel. It's like she's still face.
She's like Sami Zayn.
She comes out to the same entrance. Her charisma and attitude still as the babyface Bailey. Nothing changed. So I'm like, how? Wait, how is she heel?
I need that theme song changed. I need that entrance to change. I need that attire. Oh, actually, no, the attire can change. I don't. I mean, the attire can stay. I don't care. But that theme song change. That entrance change.
Yeah,
Have her like go to the
Mike's
hugger
skills needs to
section.
change. Huh?
Hmm?
You said what?
Have her where like she goes to the hugger section and rips all the signs.
Exactly. Like take it off a little girl's hand and like just rip that shit. Like, why you
Yes.
still picking this thing up?
Like if the Bailey fan 123, I don't care what the hell her name was. If that Bailey fan like is at a show, have Bailey go to her and rip the sign right in front of her.
Exactly.
Get
Have
her
Bailey.
off of this.
Exactly. Have Bailey seem like a real heel instead of making her feel like a babyface still. Because it doesn't make sense. Right now, if you want the fans to boo her, it's not gonna happen because she's still acting the same way. So people are gonna like do what they want and they're still gonna act like, she's face. But
This match just felt
yeah.
too sour for my liking.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair and they didn't do good together. It was too short as well.
Also, it's pretty damn cringe at the end where like Bailey's like you visibly see her taking off the bottom turnbuckle pad. And also, Charlotte's taller than Bailey. We're all very much aware of that.
Hmm.
Why in the hell, if Bailey's at the very bottom turnbuckle, why is Charlotte's head down there?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Let me get this straight. You juke the ref as if you're freaking playing Madden,
Yeah.
and you crouch down to Bailey, where you visibly see her taking off the turnbuckle pad instead of kneeing her in the face or something.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. I didn't like that finish. I feel like the match was too slow. It seemed kind of stale. There's something wasn't right about it. So I definitely didn't
Honestly,
like the match.
Bailey should have had her feet on the ropes.
Yeah,
Something.
something better than this because this was a terrible outcome, and now we got to continue this rivalry. As we can see,
Exactly.
is going to continue.
But I do like that on Twitter. Bailey is being a good heel, talking about, all right, I'm done with Charlotte. Give me Zelina Vega. Give me Liv
Selena.
Morgan. Give me Ember Moon again if you want. Give me
New talent, basically.
yeah, just give me new talent. Period.
Yeah, but I hope you know after what happened, it's not going to happen. It looks like there's much
Honestly,
more to
honestly, I just
keep
don't
on
want to
going.
hear 10 times. I just don't want to hear 10 times.
I honestly just want to see Charlotte out of the picture for a while, man. I feel like we have some talent that could be utilized correctly and at least be seen on TV that deserves to be seen. But it's not gonna happen as long as Charlotte Flair is still in the picture. You know?
I need Charlotte to go 2 years without the championship.
Yeah. This is why Roman Reigns turned the page against with a lot of people, with a lot of fans and a lot of people. You know, because he's not forcing his way back into the
But
title picture. Vince is not forcing his way back into the title picture. It's happening naturally. You know, he's just going with the flow. And I feel like if you do something like this with Charlotte, you can have the fans go, "Oh, Charlotte's doing pretty good. She's not being forced into our like mouse, basically."
yeah. Anyways, next match.
Yeah, next match. This match was terrible. So yeah. All right, the next
Here I know.
match, which made no sense at all, to have the Revival versus the New Day for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions when the Revival are a Raw team.
Amen to that.
But what are your thoughts on the match?
Match was better than I hoped.
It was, but there were certain points where like how you call it, where like I don't know how to explain it. There were certain points where I thought like they were gonna get screwed over. You know, like the New Day was somehow gonna win
Yeah.
because they had like a moment where I looked and I was like, oh man, here goes Super E again or Super Woods again.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. You don't expect Xavier Woods to be the hot tag guy.
There. And that was the crazy part of this matchup. Xavier Woods was the hot tag guy.
Like, you don't normally see that stuff.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, Xavier looked great yesterday. He sold the knee injury correctly. His spot in the matchup was pretty good. He didn't look
He,
too bad.
he sold the knee injury better than Kofi did when Dolph attacked Kofi's knee at Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
Or it might be another pay-per-view. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on the match? Like, do you think it was good? Like, what was your favorite spots?
Not quite. I love that shadow machine they did to Big E.
Mm-hmm.
It was executed perfectly. I liked what Xavier was doing as the hot tag guy. Got to see something new, something fresh.
Yeah, because it's usually like E or Kofi as the hot tag guys, you know?
Yeah, but not gonna lie, I even Gorillas of Destiny do this, even God do this. If you hit your tag finisher, but you have a new move as well, it's either you hit the one we all know or you hit the new one. Those are your two things.
Mm.
When when the revival hit the shadow machine, 1, 2, 3. That's it. You're done. You win.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
did not I did not need to see I did not need to see the revival do the knee shatter thing, and then Scott Dawson or whichever the one fucking tapped out Woods to get in that submission, because it's like, how many times are you gonna do that submission? What, 3, 4 times in your career, and then you're done?
Yeah, I only feel like they did that because of the injury. I don't think he's gonna ever be back again. But like you said, yeah, don't start bringing in like new finishers and stuff like that if you're not gonna consistently use them. You know?
Yeah, like if that's not the new finisher, then don't freaking do the old one into the new one.
Yeah. But for a second, I thought E was gonna come in and like interfere
Exactly, that's why.
because of the camera view and stuff. I was like, E's gonna come in and interfere, and next thing you know, Woods taps out. I'm like, oh shit, they finally did something smart for once.
Yeah, but then you realize that the Revival was a freaking Raw team, and you're like, where the hell did this come from?
Hey man, it's just Vince. Like I said last video, it's just Vince giving them what they want, so they won't go to AEW. But the minute they
It's
sign that 5 year deal, you already know what's gonna happen.
honestly, I really can't be excited for certain things in WWE if it's because of AEW, because it's like, oh, this isn't something long overdue or you earned this shit. This is because Vince is shitting himself over AEW.
Yeah, it's being forced basically.
Yeah, like,
So
oh man, NXT's coming to cable. All right, you know why? Because of AEW.
and it's funny how the first 2 hours are not gonna be on the USA Network until the October 2nd when AEW debuts on TNT. That's the
Yeah,
crazy part, right?
yeah, like that's the part that gets me annoyed. It's like this isn't something generic. This isn't like just natural. This is forced.
Yep. But pretty good match. I'm glad the rival are tag team champions, but I want to see more of them.
Yeah, but now it's like, who's next?
Exactly. Who's next on the SmackDown Live division that they could face?
What are you gonna do? Put the Usos?
No, those shows right now are recovering and going to rehab. So we'll
Wait a
see.
minute, Jeff and Matt.
Jeff and Matt, yeah, Jeff could be coming back. I could see that. And plus, they never really lost the tag champions, so who
Honestly,
knows?
I think that time where they had to drop the SmackDown title, it made me remember it reminded me of that time in TNA where they also had to drop the tag titles. And funniest thing is, freaking Jeff Stone that got injured too.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. It is similar.
Yeah,
Instead, like Lars Sullivan didn't come out and do some gay shit.
no, it was I think like Jeff like twisted his leg or something. Like he did something messed up to his leg, and then they did something where I thought where like Lars attacks the Hardy, so he's the one that gets heat off of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
But yeah,
that makes sense.
I think I think I think the Hardys are probably next in line, because I think after this, after after the next movie with Hell in a Cell, that's Survivor Series.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's a Saudi Arabia event.
Yeah, I don't count those.
All right, that's it for that match.
Yep.
All right, pretty good match, right? Next match we got the Raw, no, not the Raw, the WWE's Women's Tag Team Championships. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Hold on, anyway. Let me start off first with this one. Um, I don't know why WWE does this. It sounds ridiculous when you put the matchup, when you put the smash ups like theme songs. I don't like that.
Certain superstars, I enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like Jericho, where it was like, well, break the walls, yeah.
yeah. Rated
But
RKO is another
Showman's
one.
hated it. RKO, rated RKO, loved it. Who else? Goldust and Cody, pretty good.
Yeah, but it has to be. You hear all those teams; those are like legitimate teams and good teams.
I mean, this is a legitimate team. I don't want to say
Yeah,
good, but
that's what
they're
I'm saying.
legitimate.
If you're a legitimate team like Fire and Desire, why are you putting them with smash ups of their theme songs together? It don't sound right. It don't sound right with the Kabuki Warriors either.
No,
So
no, no, no. The Kabuki Warriors, all it is like Asuka's like intro, and then the rest is Kyrie.
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
which is kind of like Nikki Cross. The whole tag team song is basically Nikki Cross, and the ending is like Alexis.
Yeah, exactly. It's like beginning of Nikki Cross. You hear the scream, and then and then the rest
Yeah,
is Alexa.
yeah.
That's fine. I'm okay with like one superstar's intro and the rest is the other superstar. Not when like you're constantly switching as they walk down the ramp.
I hate that, dude. I don't know why. I don't even know why we talking about that, but I hate it. But let's get
It's
into the
Magic
match.
Johnson.
Let's get into the match, bro. What do you think about the match?
Loved Alexa Bliss attire.
I did too. Like something new. Nikki Cross as well. Something new for once. Instead of like
Right.
those ugly like cargo pants, she actually had like jeans on.
But now into the actual match.
Mm.
Honestly, Fire and Desire really showed me that they are not ready.
Bro, none of these teams are already, to be honest. But you have Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss doing good right now.
I, I mean, Nikki Cross has evolved so much since being paired with Alexa.
And I feel like that's part of her growth. Alexa's like her teacher right now, in a way.
That's great, honestly, because I don't think if like everyone got what they wanted, where they're talking about, oh, it's gonna be Alexa Alexa versus Nikki eventually is like, nah, I'm actually perfectly fine with this more than the Alexa versus Nikki theory.
Yeah, because after that, where does Nikki Cross go?
Exactly.
So I'm kind of happy they formed as a team. And to be honest with you, I did not like this match at all either.
I mean,
This match sucked.
I liked this match because I think like the star of this match was Nikki Cross.
Yeah, of course. I think so too. But Mandy Rose, dude, she needs a lot of work, man. Both of them, Sonya Deville and Mandy.
No, no, no. That's the thing. Sony didn't get a lot of screen time in this match.
I know, but I'm talking about Sonya in terms of her selling. She wasn't selling the punches great at all.
Oh yes, yes. Selling there was a problem.
She kept moving out the way when Alexa was throwing punches, so it made Alexa's punch look like it was fake, like extremely fake. She kept selling too soon.
I forgot which spot it was. I think it was like Alexa chopped Sonya, and then like she just had like the most serious face ever.
That's what I'm saying. No pain, like no nothing. Just made a little noise, like a little pinch. So that didn't even like show me anything. So that's what I'm saying. I feel that Fire and Desire could be a great tag team in the future, but they still
And
need
the
to work on like their in ring and selling.
yeah, Mandy needs to work on her in ring. Sony needs to work on her selling. But vice versa, they do it pretty good. Like
Mm,
Sony is good at her in ring. Like her in ring's pretty damn good. And Mandy sells good. Sometimes she oversells. I won't lie.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
I guess they just need to work on each other.
yeah. So I feel like they can help each other if they do that. But who knows? I'm happy Alexa and Nikki Cross are still the tag team champions. My
The
opinion hasn't
greatest women's
changed.
tag team champions.
I agree. Right now, even though it's short, they still are the best ones right now. They're
They
defending it the
have the
most.
most defenses.
That's what I'm saying. And Nikki Cross looks great in this tag team.
Honestly, she does.
I know a lot of people who say, "Oh, Alexa's winning this because they're trying to pat her accomplishments and give her what she
It's like,
wants." Hmm.
I mean, it's like I can't think of another person after the Iconics. What are you gonna do? Give Charlotte the tag titles?
At the time, I thought they were actually going to give Charlotte and Bailey the tag titles. I thought they were going to turn Charlotte like face. At the time,
Yeah, but it's like okay, if you give honestly, if you really want to compare the two, you're gonna get a bigger uproar of people complaining that Charlotte's tag champ than you are of Alexa.
yeah. So deal with Alexa. Alexa's not bad right now as tag team champions. I don't have no complaints. You know, it wasn't a good match to me though. I'm just happy they retained. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I
What's
mean
up? What you
no,
want to talk about?
no, no.
All right, that's it. All right. Oh man, up next we got boring babyface Miz versus Shinsuke Nakamura with Sami Zayn as his manager for the
Can
IC
we talk
title.
about the fact that Sammy came with a fucking neck brace?
I have an issue with that, to be honest. Anyway,
You dude, you have an issue. I have a fucking issue.
why are you wearing a neck brace when it was a half choke slam? By the way, he didn't fully
It
connect
was a
the
choke
hand,
slam.
and it wasn't even a high choke slam either. It was just like a random choke slam, like right.
I'm pretty sure I have fallen playing whatever sport you want to say. I have fallen from the height of a choke slam, and I can't even say, "Oh yeah, I needed a neck brace."
Exactly. All right, I understand you want to sell the choke slam, but that's not good. You need a neck brace for a choke slam.
If anything, literally, if anything, you need a choke. Maybe you need a neck brace for that tombstone, but you didn't get tombstoned. You got choke slammed.
Exactly. Like put something around your ribs or something. Like hold your ribs, something.
Exactly, because
Hold
it's
your
like
back.
the choke slam is supposed to like do something for your back. If anything, come out with a
Exactly.
back brace.
And that's what I'm saying. Take it and fully get a full grip into his neck. So I'm like, what the fuck? All right, fuck it. But let's get into the mid. Oh, wait, let's just talk about how Sammy was great on the mic.
Yes, loved him on the mic. Why did they take Sammy's mic away?
That's what I said. I don't understand. Sammy Zayn was great on the mic yesterday. Even though he sounded like he was crying and moaning a little bit in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I love the way he represented Shinsuke Nakamura and gave him the
Yes.
announcement.
Like it is honestly this good to have Sammy doing something useful, and he's not. Well, he kind of has a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have a purpose, being Shinsuke's mouthpiece. Shinsuke's still good in the ring, and I honestly believe give it maybe
Mhm.
5 months, better than his U.S. title run. Have him defend the title, let him win, cheating or clean doesn't effing matter.
Yeah.
Just make sure he has a good and memorable run.
Exactly, and this is what I say. Shinsuke, I've always said this. He needs a mouthpiece, somebody to represent him, and then he could take care of the action himself. And I feel like
Yeah,
who
like
better than Sami Zayn to do that for him? Who can actually wrestle as well and talk, right?
watching Shinsuke come out with a cape gave me freaking Wrestle Kingdom vibes.
Yeah, I know you told me last night. But what are your thoughts before we get into the action on Face Miz right now? Like, I know we keep on touching on it, but
It
like
can
it can, but it's like, dude, they're not doing anything, so that it makes it boring and whack. I hate Face Miz. Like, why can't we just turn the man heel already? Huh?
because we need more baby faces.
I know a lot of people are heel right now.
Honestly, honestly, uh, how can you take serious a heel Miz and then right after Raw is Miz and Mrs.
I know.
Miz could do the most heel thing ever, and then you're just like, oh yeah, I can't take Miz heel serious when I'm watching him freaking taking his daughter to the zoo and being the nicest guy ever.
I know, which sucks, man. But let's get into the match. What were your thoughts on the match, Enigma?
Honestly, loved it. I loved Shinsuke's striking ability. Finally, it was a decent match.
Mm-hmm.
Miz carried his own too. Honestly, he needs to stop the Daniel Bryan stuff. It's kind of gotten dried out at this point. Unless DB would have won, not DB, freaking Miz would have won the IC title, and then Daniel Bryan comes out next day, not next day, like Tuesday, that SmackDown, and been like, hey, remember that day you called me a coward? Well, I'm back for that title.
Yeah, but then we get a whole nother Daniel Bryan and Miz feud.
All right, and then Daniel Bryan wins it.
All right, I can't complain as long as he's heel. But pretty decent match, you know. Shinsuke looked good, Miz looked good. A lot of people
The
are
the
criticizing
Keen
Miz,
the
huh?
Keen Sasha needs to the Keen Sasha to the back of the head needs to be a finisher.
Yeah, I like it better like that, to be honest.
Yeah, because just imagine you're trying to get up and then someone knees you full speed in the back of the head.
Hmm. But in terms of the match, I love it. I mean, I love the chemistry they had. It was a pretty decent match, but the
I didn't
chemistry was
expect them to
great.
have good chemistry.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, Shinsuke had his moments. The Miz had his moments.
Also, I loved his attire. Only problem was the entrance because that cape was really giving me Wrestle Kingdom vibes,
Or and you
like
can't have
Wrestle
bias.
Kingdom
Wrestle Kingdom and
9.
Clash of Champions.
Like once I saw the cape, I looked up just to see if he doesn't have a crown because his Wrestle Kingdom 9 entrance he had a crown and a cape. And I was
Yeah.
like, we get it. You're the king of strong style. Maybe you can do that. Maybe you can bring back strong style with the IC title.
Yeah, especially now that Sammy's the mouthpiece, so he doesn't really have to do all the talking, and now he gets to do what he does best, and that's wrestle.
Exactly.
But pretty decent match. I'm happy with the results. I don't think Shinsuke should lose the title just yet. I feel like WWE could do something with
Yeah.
this like manager and wrestler thing. How about you?
Yeah, like I'm curious to see what they can do with Shinsuke.
Yeah, because now they got me invested. I want to see more of what he can do as the Intercontinental Champion with Sami Zayn on his side. You know.
Yes, you have someone to talk for you.
Yeah. And I also didn't. The only problem I had about this match was Sami Zayn interfering.
When did Sammy interfere?
Remember when he was on the ropes? He went to the ropes. He was like,
Oh yeah. That
he
was a
grabbed the
problem
referee.
because you didn't need that because Shinsuke was in point view of the ropes, so you could have gone one,
Yeah.
two. Sammy puts Shinsuke's leg on the ropes or something.
Yo, Shinsuke does it himself. Like, it didn't make sense. You know.
Yeah, like there was no
But
reason for Sammy to distract him.
yeah, I just didn't like that part. But it was a good match. A pretty good match.
Yeah, good match. I hope this feud continues.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. I actually want now
Why?
Mustafa Ali to get an IC title shot.
You think Mustafa is next in line?
I mean, he did beat Shinsuke, but they had to sweep that on the rug because he was in King of the Ring.
I feel like if it's not Mustafa, it should be Buddy Murphy chasing the Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, or how you can make it a freaking triple threat.
Exactly. I would love to see that. That'll be a good triple threat match, to be honest.
Honestly, I think that would like make the Intercontinental Championship a lot more prestigious. How about defending
Yeah.
a triple threat? The guy that beat you, the best kept secret, and the King of Strong Style.
Yeah. But you have the King of Strong style retain. Look strong.
Yes,
Look strong for real.
Keen Sasha to Buddy Murphy.
Yep. Victory right there. I can see that happening. But pretty good match. Pretty decent match.
Yeah. All right, on to the
All right.
next.
The next match could probably be the best match of the night, in my opinion. We had Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship.
Hated this match.
Why? What? You hated this match.
No,
Why
no,
did
no.
you
I
not
mean
like
the
this
ending.
match?
The end. No, 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 no. The ending.
Oh yeah. I didn't like that either. That was dumb. What do you hate about it?
Uh, well, the obvious chair shot was way too obvious,
Yeah.
and
And what? Hold on, guys. I think Enigma was doing something. I mean, I liked the match, but the problem I only had was I agree with Enigma. The going outside, going
okay,
all over the
okay.
crowd, and coming back into the ring, and the referee is just like basically not announcing anything. He's still knocked down. He
Yeah,
oversaw that.
yeah. Not actually. It's not that you oversold it. It's that like if you get hit with a chair, roll out the ring.
Exactly.
Like that's fine. Get like you got hit. We understand. All right, roll out the ring. But the ref was still there, laying down in the ring, which kind of scared me. Like that street fight between Gargano and Champa, where like
Mhm.
Johnny pushed the ref, so the ref was down, and
Yeah.
then like five refs are holding back Johnny from beating the daylights out of Champa, and then when they're back in the ring, Champa DDT'd while handcuffed, and then the ref magically gets up 1, 2, 3, Champa wins.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, oh shit, I know it's gonna come. Becky's gonna throw Sasha in the ring. The ref's gonna get um Sasha hits Becky with the chair, backstabber, bank statement.
Mhm.
Ref gets back up and new champion. I thought that was gonna happen.
I thought that was gonna happen too, but gladly we had the results that we did. Because right now I feel like it's still too early in Sasha's like heel run to just become champion. I feel like you can't just come back and get the title automatically. So,
Yeah, like you've only
but
had
I did tell you this.
two
This is not gonna
matches.
end either. This is not gonna end fast either. This is gonna continue. I can see it continuing.
I just don't want this stretched out.
Yeah, not too far. I say the max Hell in a Cell. That's the max.
Yeah, like have this end at Hell in a Cell because we already know that if the Becky Sasha feud continues and the Charlotte Bailey feud continues, you like it's gonna be one of the horsewomen versus one of the horsewomen at Survivor Series.
Hmm. Yeah. What did you like about the whole fighting all over the arena place, like thingy? Did you like anything from that?
Um, Honestly, it was unnecessary.
It really was just to come back in the ring. That don't make sense, right?
Like, yeah, like okay, you guys fight all over the ring, and then Becky puts Sasha in a disarmer in a chair. Okay, that's cool, but why did you need to go all over the ring before doing that?
Exactly. Went backstage, put mustard on her. Like that was unnecessary. Even though it was a pretty good spot, but I don't think we needed to end this match right now.
Yeah,
You know.
I think that was just for to like stretch the time.
Yeah. And then other than that, it was a pretty good match. You know, Sasha Banks got the win by disqualification, and it makes the storyline continue. You don't have Becky lose the title, and you don't have Sasha lose her first match back. So you won't hear the smarks crying.
Yeah,
So I feel like that's a good way to continue the storyline, and yeah, hopefully we get to see a good feud between Becky and Sasha. Hopefully we see more heel antics from Sasha Banks outside of you doing chair shots and stuff. But other than that, I want to see
yeah,
where this can go. That's it.
yeah.
All right, good match, pretty good match. All right, next up we had Kofi Kingston defending his WWE Championship against Randy Orton. What do you think about that match, Nima?
This match, how do I put this?
It's better than
I
SummerSlam.
Yeah, it was better than SummerSlam definitely, but I just feel like they could have done a better job
With what? With what?
with like the pacing
I mean,
because
true.
I think what bothered me about well, it wasn't the match itself. It was the fact that I knew like what was after this, and it was like okay, after this is Rowan versus Roman. It's like why the hell is a non-title match after the WWE Championship match?
Yeah, I feel like this should
So
at least be like co-main event, if
co
not for the tag match, if not
yeah,
the
so like
tag
I
match.
couldn't like be invested.
I mean, I was invested. It's just something told me Kofi was gonna retain, even though I wanted Randy to win.
Yeah, I just thought okay, the Revival won the SmackDown tag titles, so I'm guessing Randy's not winning the WWE Championship.
Yeah, I kind of figured as well, but I still had a little hope. Like, come on, Randy, please, like WWE, please let Randy win.
Let's get 14 times.
Yeah, but I feel like this title reign for Kofi is long overdue. The title reign is just being like extended for no reason. It's unnecessary, to be honest, right?
The next the
If it's
next
not Randy, it has
challenger,
to be another heel.
it has to be Andrade.
Andrade for Hell in a Cell, Andrade and Kofi. I mean,
Yeah,
I could see
I can
Braun
also see Andrade.
facing like I could see Braun facing the Fiend and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match and a Hell in a Cell match. But
That's
for the
fine
WWE
with
title
me.
match, if it's Andrade and Kofi, I don't think it's gonna be Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah,
It'll just be regular, you think?
yeah, it can be regular. Honestly, I want to see Andrade. I want to see Mustafa Ali. Like, I think it would be perfect if tomorrow
Hmm.
Kofi comes out and he's like, I want Mustafa Ali to come out, and everyone says, I wouldn't be champion if you didn't get hurt. So let me give you a shot.
Yeah, exactly. So let me give me a one-on-one shot, fair and square, and Mustafa becomes WWE champion, guys. I'm sorry, but Kofi's run has been long already. How
Hell,
much more you want?
let's even have Ali turn heel as well, where it's just like everyone was right. If I didn't get hurt, you wouldn't be having this.
Exactly, and then you get a good feel between two great competitors, and I like it. I like that idea. If that was to happen, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, man. Let's hope the guy, Vince, like is watching this.
What was your thoughts on the match between like what do you like? What did you like from Randy? What did you not like from the match? Like,
I like the fact that Randy, I guess, took his time in this one because normally
yeah,
like we see him like doing like big spots, like we see him like do the DDT fast. Like the only problem was like he did a lot of posing and a lot of stalling.
yeah, which was kind of unnecessary. But then again, that's kind of like Randy for you, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Randy does in a way.
Also, Kofi needs to freaking bring back SOS.
Yeah, I mean the match was pretty decent. It wasn't great. It was kind of slow a little bit again, but it's because Randy was doing a lot of like attacks to the knees and arms and stuff like that. But I feel like I don't know. Something just told me that Kobe was gonna retain. So I
Also,
wanted like, damn.
not Kofi. Randy needs to stop faking the punt
How many times has somebody reversed the fake punt already?
every time ever since they banned it.
I want to see the punt used at least one more time again.
Nah, man, he freaking like he like goes, okay, I'm gonna do the punt, I'm gonna do the punt, and they're gonna get out the way.
Get out the way. You ain't know they're gonna hit their finisher move.
Yeah, it's basically like with Seth, where it's like he lifts you up and you think he's gonna do the buckle bomb, but he just does a regular power bomb.
Yeah. I mean, the match didn't disappoint me as much.
It didn't
I just wasn't
disappoint.
happy with the results.
Yeah, I think it's funny Randy's time, but who knows? Maybe before he retires, he gets one more run in him.
Mm. Who knows? They could probably have at least one more SmackDown WWE title match on SmackDown. So who
Yeah, that
knows?
could work too.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. Pretty decent match. Kofi Kingston retained the WWE title. I feel like this was the biggest win in his career outside of beating Dan Bryan.
That's because Randy made Kofi.
Exactly. And that's why I picked Kofi to be out there tonight because of what happened. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's next for Randy or Kofi if they don't face each other again?
What's next for Randy is I think he feuds with a young guy. I think Randy should feud with Buddy Murphy.
I would love that. Or like Alistair Black.
Yes. Actually, no. So when we went to SmackDown, everyone was talking about, oh, the Fiend's gonna attack Bray Wyatt. I didn't care about that. I mean, the Fiend's gonna attack Undertaker. I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't care about that. What I wanted was Aleister Black to interrupt the Undertaker.
Why you say that?
Because everyone remembers Aleister's promo. If the mountain won't come to me, I mean if the mountain won't come to me, I'll go to the mountain.
Hmm.
You see that again.
Yeah,
You see that
it
again
kind of
last
makes
Tuesday.
sense.
Next, he approaches the Undertaker. Whatever the hell you want, you can freaking do Alistair versus Taker at Survivor Series.
Yeah, I mean, I would like it. It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But let's say he doesn't face Taker. I'll have him face like a Randy, get a win over Randy, the Asian
Yeah,
veteran, the 13-time world champion. What a huge win would that be for him, right?
true.
But he just needs to be used more. So let's see. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the co-main event. And before we get into that last match, let me just shout out my Enigma's Twitter. If you guys want to follow us, you can follow Enigma at Enigma what?
Give me a second.
But you can follow me at Young Smooth TFG, Enigma before at Twitter. Yep, and we have an anchor. It's Talk for Glory. That's our anchor. Talk for Glory. If you guys want to hear us, you can catch us on Spotify as well as Talk for Glory. Yeah, and we're gonna get into the last match now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. So now we're gonna get into the co-main event. We got Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan in a no disqualification match. In a match that felt honestly pretty good build. It had pretty good build to it. I expected Roman and Rowan to beat the crap out of each other, and that's kind of what we got. Um, yeah, I really can't complain really about the performance from Roman.
This should have honestly opened.
It should have opened. But what were your thoughts on the matchup, Enigma?
It was everything I expected of Rowan doing.
I mean, you really can't do much with Rowan, so it's like, who cares,
That's the
right?
thing. It's like you're a big powerhouse. What can you do?
Yeah. And it was kind of like trying to repeat everything that happened on SmackDown in a way, instead of going into the crowd like
But
that.
I did like the surprise Luke Harper thing. But it also did
Yeah.
let me down.
Why is it that?
Because the week before he's like, oh, I don't need anyone. No one needs to tell me what to do. I've had the Wyatt family. I've had Daniel Bryan. Well, look where you are now. You're freaking being led by someone again.
I mean, I guess it fits him. The pairing with tag teams.
It does.
Because honestly, thinking about it, what can Rowan honestly do alone?
That yeah, that's the thing. But like the package video was supposed to represent I don't need anyone
Yeah. This
to
kind of got me
use
scared a
when
little bit in a way.
why.
Because now it's like, he attacked Daniel Bryan last, and now Harper's back. So it's like, are we going to get Daniel Bryan face teaming up with Roman Reigns to go against Luke Harper and Eric Rowan?
Yikes! You're right. That does sound
Like, pretty like crazy, right?
yeah.
And me personally, I like DB as a heel. He's a great heel. I think it's too fast to turn him face again. What do you think about that?
Yeah, actually, I think he's had a lengthy run.
That's what I'm saying,
Unless
man.
we go with the whole Miz thing.
I just feel like it's gonna continue. Daniel Bryan just not gonna let Rowan do that to him. So we might get face yes movement, Daniel Bryan back. If he does come back as face, do you think he should continue the yes movement? Like yes movement?
No,
No, right? It's already played out.
yeah, it's dried up.
But you know the fans, they're gonna be saying yes and stuff because they're happy to see him back as a face.
Yeah, but I
But
think we've been on this match for too long.
no. We could talk about it a little bit longer. I
Okay.
feel like we didn't really give details about our favorite spots and stuff. Like, what do you think went wrong? What do you like about it?
It just felt like a repeat of SmackDown to me.
Yeah, instead of going into the crowd like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Nothing extreme, same camera hits, stuff like that. When Roman Reigns, everybody thought Roman was gonna win. Luke Harper came out, guys. It's nothing too serious.
Okay, Harper's back. Whoop de doo.
It was a pretty decent match. I expected it to be better than this with everything that happened on SmackDown, but I guess not. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. The match was what it was, and Eric Rowan did pick up the win.
He did pick up a win, but here's the thing: where does it go?
Exactly. It's probably gonna lead to the tag team match. I just hope they don't give the tag titles if it happens to like Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. I hope they don't do nothing like that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anything else you want to say before we get into the last match?
Nope.
All right. All right. That's our final thoughts on that match. But yeah, guys, before we get into the final match, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't forget, this is episode 56 of Talk for Glory. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on anything we have to review. We got more stuff coming. WWE, AEW, New Japan, whatever you guys
RH.
want to. RH, exactly. Whatever you guys want to see, we'll post it for you. So yeah. All right. Next match, we got Seth Rollins versus the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. What are your thoughts on this matchup, Enigma?
It was another match that was better than I expected. Well, actually, no, I expected Rollins to be the whole high flyer and doing dives to get Roman off his feet. Not Roman, freaking Strowman off his feet.
Yeah.
But I did not expect that giant dive by Braun.
Yeah, and I was about to say, just to me right now, is Braun Strowman's best match of his career. Honestly,
It looks like Seth can make good matches with everyone. Well, not
here's
everyone.
here's why I say it's Braun's, because he didn't need to do anything too extreme. He didn't need no like steel chairs and like last man standing stipulation.
Yeah, like we don't need him to like dominate. You're a big man. Like we get it. You're freaking a big guy. You're a powerhouse.
Yeah, I like how they actually kept it to wrestling. They had some table spots and stuff, but that's not too extreme. So I could live with that, right?
Can we talk about the fact that Seth did a pedigree?
Yeah, that shocked me. I was like, well, he hasn't done this in years.
Dude, when he did the pedigree, it reminded me of that night he returned at Extreme Rules.
You said remind you of the night he returned at Extreme Rules.
Yeah,
Why you say that?
just because like it was fast and subtle.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I didn't like was the too much like curve stomps.
I think that's fine at best. Keep it at 2.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like two is enough. You didn't need to drag it like 3 to 4. How much was it?
Yeah, I think it was 4. It was either 3 or 4.
Like 3 to 4. Like at best that two. He kicks out of the oh, he grab one more and then he do it again. He kicks. He doesn't kick out. You could have still added the pedigree.
Yeah, 2 curb stomps and then a pedigree, or 1 curb stomp, 1 pedigree, and then another curb stomp.
Yeah, and that's it. GG is over. Match is done. But I honestly thought Braun was gonna win because he had the whole like I'm kicking out of all the curve stomps. Seth was like, what can I do? So I thought Braun was gonna hit the whatever his finisher is called.
Running power slam.
Ray Power Slam, yeah, running power slam, and I thought it was gonna be there, but I guess I was wrong, and we got a pretty good match out of them, right?
Yeah, it was better than I hoped.
What's the takeaway though? Where does Braun go from here?
That's the problem. Where the fuck does he go?
I say you throw him into the mix between Seth and Bray Wyatt and the Fiend,
Why?
just so when Bray Wyatt wins the Universal title, he doesn't pin Braun Strowman.
Why is he in the match though?
Braun,
Yo,
honestly don't know, but I feel like I feel like you should just add him into the Hell in a Cell match if there is one between them. Because you already know he has his
it
best matches
depends
when
how
it
you
is Hell
do
in a
it.
Cell matches. Right?
It depends how you get him in that match.
Because if it's just Seth and Bray, why should it be Hell in a Cell if this is their first match together? What kind of chemistry and rivalry do they have?
True.
That's what I'm saying. But what were your thoughts on the Fiend coming at the end?
Honestly, I expected this to be today. I expected him to like attack Seth today after a segment, but this works too.
Yeah, you have him at the top, just putting on the Sister Abigail, and then you have him putting his hands in his mouth, like whatever that shit's claw, the
Mandible
claw, right?
claw.
Mandible claw. There you go. I don't know. I know it's too early, and everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, don't give him the title just yet." But if he's gonna be in the title picture right now, you have to give him the championship because I cannot see the Fiend losing right now.
Yeah, we already have Seth the Beast Slayer, Seth the Monster Slayer now. We don't need the Fiend Slayer.
Yeah, and that's gonna be too much. Like Bray Wyatt just came back. The guy deserves, if he does get a title shot, he deserves to become champion. I'm sorry, I understand it's too early, but you can't have the Fiend lose. You need it to be dominant, as dominant as possible, as much as he can.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, like keep him dominant. If anything, like let's say the Fiend does win, I think he should be holding it for a while and have Demon Balor take it off of him.
Demon Balor. I mean, you think fans are gonna be mad at that?
Nope. Everyone loves the Demon. Let him hold the title for 5 months, 6 months. Finn comes back after his honeymoon,
Yeah, but it's like
and
we want to see Finn as a heel, and if he comes back at doing that, he
no,
has to
no,
be a
no, no,
face.
no. Like let's say like as the Demon comes back, and then the OCs come out. Like when AJ said, just say when, and then like you have like a little segment between the OCs and Finn backstage, and then like, he just signals for something, and then the OCs come out, Magic Killer, Phenomenal Forearm, coup de grace.
That's how he wins. I can see something like that happening.
Next you know, they all too sweet, OCs.
I mean, but if it happens, I'm ready for it, right?
Yeah,
You know, we can't have Bray Wyatt lose, so I'm not gonna go. Oh, Seth needs to retain because it's too early. If that's what Vince thinks we want us to do, that's not gonna happen.
yeah. Honestly, if you have an 8 month run, and then you lose the title, and but you gain it back the next month, I got no problem if you losing it in 2 weeks.
Exactly. And Seth, if he does lose to the Fiend next month, it will be only a 2 month reign, which is not that short for Seth Rollins after he held it from Mania all the way to like when he got cashed in on. Not Saudi Arabia.
Um,
Extreme Rules, something like that.
yeah, Extreme Rules.
Yeah, and then won it back a month later. And, this has been a pretty good year for Seth, so it wouldn't bother me if the Fiend takes it right away, right?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Let's just see where they can go. Hopefully, we get a good feud out of this, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, guys, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Me and Enigma, we're very grateful for this. We're back. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. We will be back with more to come. We talk about all kinds of wrestling on this channel, guys. If you guys are new, and if you guys want to follow us on Twitter, I'm Young Smooth TFG.
I'm Enigma underscore B4 underscore.
Yeah, and we also have an Anchor and Spotify. Well, they both together, kind of. And it's Tough for Glory. Just search us up there. We also do podcasts on there as well.
Yeah.
All right, and this is episode 56, and we're gonna let you guys go. Have a good night. Oh shoot, my bad, guy. I didn't end it yet. All right, there you go.